All right, here is a tips and tricks on how to make good slideshows using Google Slides. I'm going to go up to the top here and just start from a new one. So we're going to go here, hit the Google Apps, we're going to hit Slideshows, and then you open up a slideshow. So if I go back here, right? If I go back here, I can hit this new presentation up here to open up a new one. I'm going to open up the one that I have because I have headings on each one of the pages. So the first slide that I want to make is changing the theme. Changing the theme is very, very easy. You go over here and you hit edit. No, let me see, file, edit. We'll just go through here. First of all, okay, first of all, here's how you go to changing the theme. There's a button right up here. You can see it says background, layout, and theme. First, you could do a background change and just change the background color if you want. So if you just wanted to change your background to a new color, that's how you would do it. So there you go, right up there. You hit the background, go like that. Maybe I'll hit a blue color, add that if I want to. This is a harsh color, so I'm going to change it back. Really the best background for presentations, either white or black, I think, because it gives the most contrast. So I'm going to make this one black, reset it, and make sure that our letters are in white. So I'll go up here, change my text color to white, and you'll see the contrast is really nice. So that's how you change the background color. That's pretty simple. But if we want to, we can change the whole theme by setting up a theme that's preset by Google, and that's easy to do too. You just hit the theme button here, and it pops up this bunch of different themes that you can have. You can see that white background and black background are the most popular. I do a lot of blue because that's Surprise Lake Middle School color, but you can go down these and pick any one of these themes. It'll give you that theme, and it'll automatically change your slides to the theme that you've picked. Again, I really feel like these two are the best, especially for interactive stuff. Sometimes people like to put pictures in the background. I don't personally like that because it detracts from the background scheme, and it's not as easy to read lettering and that type of stuff. So anyway, you can go back and change the background. You can do a layout. You can change the slide this way, right up in here, right? You hit the layout of the slide. Sometimes the slide isn't what you want. You can get one that's a title, like the first page right here, section header. So if you have different sections, like maybe you have 5 sections, you can start with that little header. Title and body I use a lot because that's this one right here. It allows you to put a main title in there and then give yourself some text below it. You can do a double-sided one where you can add a picture on one side, text on the other one. That one works really nice. You can just do it so that you have a heading on the top, and then you can put your own text box in by going up here, whipping in your text box, and then typing whatever you want. You can also change that text box by going up here and adding lines to it. Let's see. Yeah, right here. You can put a solid line in there, or you can hit a dash line in there, and that'll give you a dash line in there. Again, you can do dash line values. You can hit 12x, and it'll change it for you like that. So it's kind of interesting. Add some little bit interesting boxes in it, but just simple little tricks like that. So I'm going to go back to our original box. Oops. And go back here again. Go to slides. Open up our, sorry about that, but this brings me back here to my main themes again. Again, there's your background color, layout, themes, and then your transitions. Transitions are over here. So I'm gonna show you eventually how to do transitions using an inserted transition. So there's our changing themes. So if I want to go here, I'm gonna just hit change theme. I like the blue one. I'm gonna change that. Now you gotta know that as you see over here on the side, it's gonna change all your slides to that particular theme. If I want to come up here, change my layout, give myself a heading and text, add text to it, I can do it like that. Let's go to the second slide now, adding a new slide. Very, very simple. To add a new slide, come up to this box up here where it says plus. You hit the plus sign, it adds a new slide. Again, then you can come up here and hit your layout. Say you want to just, you want to have a title where you can add a picture to it or whatever. You can hit a title here saying medical detectives. And then you can hit a subtitle under here and you could say dentist. Maybe you're going to do yours on dental, add a picture here, go out to Google, out to Google, hit dentist, enter, add an image. There's a dentist. Let's see, where is it? I like this guy right here. It looks kind of freaky. So I'm going to right click on this, copy the image, and then go back to my slide, click on the box, paste that picture in there, resize it, put it back over here. He's kind of a freaky guy. I'm going to stretch it down here. It's easy, you can see that I changed the format of this picture a little bit, but he's kind of a strange looking dude anyway, so by me changing the picture a little bit, it doesn't really change the fact that he's kind of a psycho kind of a guy. So anyway, that's how to add a new slide. You saw that I formatted it. As soon as you hit a new slide, it'll let you format that one. Let's move on to the next one. Adding word art. Word art's pretty simple. You can come up here and we're going to insert, and we're going to go down here to word art. Okay, then it'll give you a box. Say here, I'm going to say, I'm going to type in dentist and then hit enter. It'll print out your dentist word art there. In this, you can format that as well. You can animate that as well. And animate it means you can just change the way it looks or whatever. So I'm going to show you a little bit about this. So this dentist, I don't like the background. I don't like the black line around the outside of the letters. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to change the black line. See how that got darker a little bit? But I also don't like the fill color inside. So I'm going to add a light blue to it to make it more thematic. Okay, so now I've added dentist in word art. I can move that around if I want, put it up here. But to do that, I probably should go back in here and delete that title that's already up there. So I can go here, and to get rid of any one of these boxes, you just hover that X around the top of the box and hit cut, and it'll make that thing disappear. Now I can move dentist up there, resize it if I want, slide it down. Now I have dentist in there. It's kind of interesting and little bit better than just having a heading. Again, if I want to change that, I don't like the fill color. I think it's too dark. I might add up a little lighter color, and now you can see that it has a little more contrast. All right, let's move to the next slide. Inserting a table. If you happen to have some data or something that you want to add to your presentation, you want to talk about the five states that that have the most job offers right now for a dentist. And again, this is not really what I should be doing, but this could be like the 5 states that have the highest projected employment for dentists in the future. So I go into here, and I'm going to insert a data table. Where's my table? Text box, chart. There's my table right there. And I can make it any size that I want. So if I want 5 states, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I want the headings, I could go like that. And then here, again, this text box is there. So I want to kill that text box, get rid of that. So now I can put my title on my heading. So state number 1. And I could put in here the number 1 state for employment for dentists. So maybe Alaska, because they don't have a lot of dentists there. So, and then you just do, you write your headings in on the top. If you want to change this, all you got to do is to add a column here. All you got to do is highlight that, insert a row below, and boom, you have another one. If you want to add a column to it, or delete a column, I'll delete this column, hit the delete button just by right clicking. If I want to add it back in there, I can go back up here and hit the back button, or I can just go here and add a column that's the similar width as the one I have right here by adding a column, inserting a column to the right. Okay. And then if you want to change the size of it, just pull this bar over here like that. You can also make the boxes bigger by going like that, pulling it down. So that is a text box. Works fantastic. If you're in science or another class, it's fantastic to do that for. It'll wow your science teacher. Let's see, more of them. Okay, so let's say I've moved this over and I don't like it. I've got these spaces. I'm trying to move these boxes. I can move them like that, and I can move this down like that. I can move this one up if I want. But if I get it like this and then I don't like the looks of it, I can simply just click on, I could do the back arrow again and go back, or I can just go highlight this, right click, and then I can hit distribute rows evenly, and then that makes the rows, which are the horizontal sections, even. And then I can right click again and distribute columns, and now you see that the columns are back to their regular size. So that is how to insert a text box and manipulate that. Next one, inserting symbols or special symbols. Sometimes when you're writing stuff, you want to insert a symbol. Say like you want to put a temperature or something like that. So if I'm trying to type in 30 degrees, right? You can't just put 30 degrees in there because you can't superscript that. So all you got to do, and I'll blow this up a little bit bigger up here. I'll change the size of it so it's easier to see. So now you have your number here, and I want to change this to 30 degrees. So I'm going to come up here and format that. I'm going to come up here, and right here it says superscript. I can superscript it or I can subscript it. I can put it underneath it. But I want it, for this one, I want it degrees, and that has to be a superscript number. So if I wanted to, I can do that. But now the issue is you're in superscript mode. So now you've got to change back, go up here, and hit your format button, undo the superscript, and then that puts it back into your regular typing, and then you could say 30 degrees Fahrenheit, right? And then change that. So I hope you saw that. So I go here. I actually, I was in superscript. I came up here again, hit the format button, hit the superscript again. It goes back to regular letters, and then I can hit Fahrenheit. Okay, so that's one way of doing it. Now another way of doing it is simply deleting that and then going out and try and find a symbol for that. So if I want to insert, come down here, let's see, where are symbols at? And special characters. So I go to special characters, I hit symbols right here, and then it'll give you a whole bunch of different things. Now this is a really interesting and fun thing to do. It will eat up a bunch of time though. So if you're doing this, you want to make sure that you have a lot of time when you're doing it, because these categories you'll find that it takes a while to find the exact symbol that you want. So if I'm in symbols here, and I go down here, I can look for a degree symbol. Now it doesn't really, I don't see one that's in there. So if I'm in this, all I have to do is go over here, and I can come over here and maybe I can find some type of symbol that I could put in. But I really find, like especially with degrees, I just put a 0 in there and then superscript it. Let's see if I can find one. Maybe miscellaneous, because it's got a lot of different symbols in it. Well, I don't see one, so in this particular case I'd probably just use the 0 in the superscript. But as you can see, there's lots of other symbols here to choose from. There's emotions or emoticons that you can pick from. You can go up here. I think there's even one that says, yeah, emojis. You can go to emojis. There's a whole page of emojis right here, and they'll just by hovering on it, you can see the exact symbol that you're going to put in there. So there's lots of different characters and stuff in there. Again, this is a time-eating deal, so I don't recommend it unless you have a lot of time, especially if you're doing it in a class. So now you can go here, you can hit your emojis. This is kind of an interesting one. You can go to people, emojis, animal, plants, objects. Hit objects right there. So you got, once you hit a topic over here, you can go over here and pick extra ones. So I got an emojis, then I can go to symbols. Maybe in symbols they'll have something now. So here's some, the symbols that they give you for that. Marks. Let's just go through these. Weather. You got a little bit of weather in here. I don't know, that doesn't seem like a lot of weather, but transportation and map symbols, these are kind of cool. Objects, these are basic objects. Again, like I said, this takes a lot of time, so I would probably skip that unless you had a lot of time to do that. So again, the easiest way to do it is hit that 0 right there. So hit the superscript by entering or formatting, and hit a superscript up there. Okay. Another function up there is that line through. You can put a line through if you want to format. I like that little thing. You can strike through the letter, if you want to, like the null signal or something like that, or simple. So anyway, that's inserting a symbol. Let's move on to the next one. Changing a background color. I think we did that already, but let's see if we can do that again. So if I have this this box right here, and I want to add a different color to it, just to add some snap to it, maybe because you're a Husky fan or something, you want purple in there. maybe you're a Cougar fan, which, I don't know if there's any around, but that's not as Cougars. That's not. This one's probably a better one. All right, and then you can come here, change your letters to a gray or crimson, and then do your typing. Like I'm gonna put this in bigger letters and say. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, that's just a joke. Washington State's awesome. I love them, but I'm a Husky, so that's just a little joke. So I'm going to erase that because I don't want anybody to be all hurt because of that. So anyway, there's that. That's how to change the background on that. If you want to change the background of the whole slide, you can go up there and you can add another slide, and we can format that. Layout, background color, I can change that background color to purple if I want. Boom, there you have that one slide that's done. I like doing this if there's different topics that you want to have, and like you guys are doing in medical detectives or maybe in your science class. If you have different topics that you're going through, you might want to change those top headings just by changing the background color. And I'm just going to I'm going to hit the back arrow and do it that way, change it back to the other color. So let's move on to the next slide. If by chance you want to delete a slide, this is a perfect time for it. I produce a new slide down here, and I don't need that slide, so all I got to do is put my, in slide sorter view, all I have to do is put my cursor over it, right click, and I can delete that slide. Now if I want to, if I had like this slide and I want another one, all I have to do is do the exact same thing, right click on it and duplicate the slide. Okay, so I can duplicate the slide. Then the back arrow is like my buddy. I just hit that back arrow and it's fantastic. All right, so the next one, adding a picture to a slide. There's a couple ways of doing that. First of all, I like to lay out the slide so that we can have a picture in there and we can actually talk about it. So I'm going to change this so that I have text on one side and I have a slide on the other one. So I'm going to click on the box right there. I'm going to insert a picture. Now this is if I have a picture already saved. I can come up here and hit an image, and I'm going to go into this. It'll give you this dialog box where you can choose an image to upload. Now I have pictures in here from science, so I'm going to go right there, and I have some chemistry images, so I'm going to add this one to it. Okay, it downloads it for you. You can put it in here and then resize it to your box. Okay, again, you can change this so it fits perfectly in the box, and then you can talk about this. This is NaCl. It's NaCl2. This is table salt, right? This is table salt. And this is covalent bonding. Just a little quick science lesson. If you look over here, you can see that out here in the electron fields, they're sharing an electron. So that's what covalent means. Co means together. Valent, valent means in the valence electron shell. So in the outer shell of the electrons, they're sharing a bonding. They're bonding and sharing an electron. So that's how you add pictures in one way. So if you want to add pictures another way, you can simply just go up here, hit a new slide, type in, like I did before, dentist, assistant. I want to say that I want to put a dental assistant in there. So I go up here, hit the images, there's a dental assistant. And notice that they're all women in here. I don't know what the deal is, but my buddy is a dental assistant, and he's very good at it. I see there's one right there. But if I want to go in here and find dental assistant, I think I'd probably pick a gender neutral one where, let's see, I thought I saw a picture of both a man and a woman. that we're dental hygienists. Yeah, so this is a dental assistant right here. It's a good picture. I could put that one in there. I see that it's got some watermarks on it, so I don't want to use that. Okay, so let's go down, 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 and I'll just take this one right here. She looks like she's a good dental hygienist. So I'm going to save the image to a file that I've already set up. Now I can go back. I'm going to insert a picture. See, I had to save that. I could have just gone out here, clicked on it, copy the image, and then put it in the slide, right? I could do that. I did that in the first one. But sometimes when you do that, the picture doesn't come over. It has to actually be saved in a file before you can do that with. So in this particular case, I'm going to insert a picture or an image, and I'm going to go out and find it. Let's see, where is that one at? Okay. Well, I can't find it. So anyway, a tip there is to make sure that you save it into a file that you remember. Maybe you set up a file for your medical detectives or your science class. All right, so anyway, you saw a couple ways I could do that. I could go out there and actually just cut and paste the picture in, or I can go out there and add a picture to my current slide just by cutting and pasting it. Let's see. Oh, I didn't do this changing text color, so I'm gonna move it down like here. And then I'll add a video link. If I want to change text color, again, all I got to do is highlight on the letters, come up here, and you have options for tons of different text colors, or you can go down here and pick a custom color if you want. I personally, I don't like doing this. I'd rather pick one that there's already on file. There's enough colors up here that we should be able to find one. Maybe I want that yellow just to make it, blue and gold, like the Trojans or something like that. That would be good. And I showed you how to do that earlier. If you want to change your text down here. See, so it's really easy to change text color inside the slide. Again, all you have to do is come up here and change your color. You can pick any color up here. Say you want to go with the same thing, you want to do a blue. Be careful with blue. And anytime you have less contrast, you're going to have to find maybe a bigger and bolder print so that people can see it easier and pick up the contrast a little bit better. Maybe the same is true up here when you add or change color up here to a brighter color. Anytime you get any darker, even if it's yellow, it's still going to be darker than white. You're going to have to change the text, and you're going to have to maybe even change it to a bold. I always recommend that because now you can see the contrast and you see the letters a lot better. Let's move on to the next one, adding a link to a video. Say you want to add a video. There's a couple things that you can do. So first of all, you could add a picture. Insert an image. Okay, we insert an image. I'm going to go back out here. Oh, I wanted to get the one with the dentist, so I'm going to go back. I won't hit a dental assistant, so I'm going to just copy that. Go back up to here, close out of there. I'm going to insert a picture and hit paste. Okay, now I'm going to move that around. So this is kind of cool. I'm going to take that box, I'm going to kill that box, I'm going to cut that out of there. So now the box is in the background, and I'm going to add a link to this picture. So all you have to do is click on the picture to make the video go. So I highlight the picture, I'm going to insert a link, and then I'm going to go to a video, say dental hygienist, and then I'm going to go to video. Say I want to go to, I'm going to find a day in the life of a dental hygienist. I say I really like this
to work
video right
as a
here.
dental
I'm going to go up here
Today we're going to be talking
where
to some
I
Harrington
found the
College
video. I'm
graduates
going
about
to
what a
click
typical day is
on
like
the
working in the dental hygiene field.
address. I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to copy that address. Then we go back to my page. I'm going to paste that in there, and then I'm just going to hit simply apply. Okay, and then now it's in there. If I want to take it out, I can just come down here and remove it. Or if I want to change it, I don't like the video, I can do that. But anytime you want to view this and see if it's done correctly, you go up here to present, hit the present button. Now I'm going to click on this and it goes to the video. Okay, so that's a good way of adding a little snap to your presentations by adding a little video on there and having somebody else talk instead of you. As you can tell from my presentation today right now, I'm probably brain dead because I've done this way too long, and that's why I'm doing it on YouTube. You can go back and you can watch the sections that you want to, and you don't have to watch the ones that you don't want. Okay, the next section I'm going to show you how to do is how to add animations, and you can add animations to both slides and components in the slides, whether it be the headings in there, pictures in there, or text. So let's talk about adding animations to headings first of all, or titles. I'm going to take this adding animation slide at the top. I'm going to highlight the letters. I'm going to capture them, and then I'm going to go up to insert, and I'm going to insert animation. If I insert animation, it automatically says fade in. Now I have a choice of a whole bunch of different things that I can do from this drop down menu right here. I go to the right, I can make it appear or disappear, fade in, fade out, which obviously you want to do these in order, right? You want to have them appear and then disappear, fade in, fade out. Fly in from the left, fly in from the right, fly in from the bottom, fly in from the top, and then you have the option to fly out. So you can bring them in, you can bring them out. So I'll just have this appear, and then I'll have it disappear. So I've added the appear, and then on a next click I can come down here to the right, on the right here, and add animation, and I can make it disappear. So if you come up here and look at the presentation, I'm just going to have this title come in and then disappear. Watch this as I hit the present. There it comes in. If I click again, it goes out. So you can do that. Obviously, you don't want to do that for your title or the title on your page, but you could do that for that anyway. But as you can see, when you hit that add animation, you can obviously have to have something highlighted first. So if I hit in here add animation, I can look at the menu. I can choose from the menu that they give you on that side. Now that's just adding animation to your title or your text. Now I'm going to format this slide a little bit different. Well, now I can't do it, but I'm going to change this to a two-sided box. I'm going to put a text box in here, and then I'm going to add a picture box. So here's my text. If I say the dental field, and I'm just making this up. It doesn't matter what text I put in here. I'm just putting that in there. Obviously, I'm gonna make it bigger so that you can see it. I'm gonna, I could make it bold or whatever. But then I'm gonna add animation to it so that it'll come in. It'll appear. And as you can see, the animation from the title is still there on this slide. So we have to put it in order, the order that we want it for. Obviously, we want our title to come in, then we want the text to come in, and then eventually we're going to have a picture come in. So just to let you know where I'm going. And I'm not just willy-nilly doing this. Okay, so I'm adding this. I'm going to appear. Let's just say fade in, because that's kind of a cool thing. So that's going to come in. Now I'm going to add a picture frame. I'm going to add a picture in here by adding a text box. And you think, oh, that's kind of silly. You got to add a text box. We got to put something in there to actually bring your picture in. So I'm going to insert an image, and I'll just go out and search and find one that I've already got. So again, I can probably go back and hit this chemistry one that I have. It's going to download the picture. It's going to put that picture in that spot. Okay, now I'm going to blow that up, make it bigger, and I'm going to add animation to it so that it will come in after the dental field picture. Matter of fact, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to delete that. I am going to delete that. I'm going to go back to this other slide, show you a different way of doing it. I like this dental picture right here. I'm going to copy that. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to this slide, and I'm going to put that picture right there. Now I have the dental picture in there instead, so it makes a little bit more sense. But as you can see, I brought over the connection to, or that link to that other video. So I'm going to remove that so I don't have that. I accidentally click it on there, the video will come sliding in there. So now I have the picture there, and it's fading in. And you know what? I'm going to take that one out. I got to take that one out again, because if I don't, it's going to mess me up. So I'm going to add animation after I click on the picture. I'm going to say it's going to fade in. Let me see. Yeah, I like it appearing in. And then I'm going to add animation again, and I'm going to fade out. So let's look at what it looks like now. And this is the key. You got to keep looking at the presentation to see what happens on each slide. So as you can see, I had that dental field one in there. I obviously wanted that to come in and come out, so that's a mistake. So sometimes it's good we learn from our mistakes. So that is out of order. I want that to come in, and then I want that to come in, the title of the picture to come in before the picture. So that didn't work out properly. So I'm going to exit. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to say add animation. I'm going to say fade in. And then I'm going to move that. See, all I have to do is take this and I can move it up so it is at a higher level than the picture coming in. If you look over here, you can see this picture. This is the picture that's coming in and out. Okay, and I want that to come in after I have this title come in. So now let's look at it. If I click on it, the title comes in, title goes out. Looks like I did it twice, so that's going to be wrong. And then that comes in, and that comes out. So let's go back and let's start it again. Let's stop this. I want the title to appear and then disappear, and then I want to kill that one there, and I want to kill that one there, and now I have a fade in. So I think this is the way I want it. I want it to come in. I want the title to come in. I want it to disappear. Then I want the title of the picture to come in. Then I want the picture to come in. And then I can take the picture out. So whatever order you want to do that in, you can do that in. I don't think this is ready. I would edit that one again, but for this purpose, we're done. Okay, now that we've talked about animating the title and the text inside of a slide and animating the pictures, bringing them in and out, let's talk about animating the whole slideshow. You can take the whole slideshow and add animation to it. If you go to the top up here, I've added one right here, so we'll just hit the play and you can see how I bring that one in. That's from a standard slide. Here's one. Let's see, stop that right there. We'll go to here, and this one has no animation whatsoever. So if I look here, this one's got the flip, so I can play that one. That one's flipping it in, and I gotta stop that. And I'm gonna go to the third one. Here's a cube. I'm gonna hit play. All right, so that's kind of cool, and you can see how that transition's added. So let me show you how to do that. So all I have to do is I have to come down here, pick a slide. I have to pick a slide. And then when you go up here, you hit Insert Animation. Okay, and that opens up your animation window over here. It was already open, but I just wanted to show you where you go about that to get that to open that up. Now this says no transition on the slide. So what I do is just click on this button. I add fade to it and hit play. And that fades in. So watch me. You can see it again. So it backs up to the changing test color and then comes back into this one. So back to the other one, fades into the next one. So let's add another one. Let's add animation to the next slide. So that shows you the fade in. So let's look at slide from the right. Okay, and I hit play, and that's slid in from the right. Okay, stop. Let's see it again. And our transition will slide in from the right. All right, so let's see. I'm going to stop that one. And then I'm going to come here. That says fade. Slide in from the right. This one says slide. Let's do a slide in from the left. Slide in from the left. And play. Okay, so now let's go back up here. Hit stop. Let's just play these last 4 slides. Hit presentation. So I hit this.
Have you ever wondered what it's like
Oops.
to work as a dental hygienist?
I got into hit the animation in there instead. So there's my next slide. Dental field. And slide to the right. Adding a call out. That's my next slide at the end of the thing. So you can see how it starts from the beginning. I'll show you how I added the features on this one. So we have the twisting right, cube right, and then just change. And you can see how much more dynamic those are when you have
ever
the
wondered what it's like to work as a
animation to the slide itself. So that is it for animations again. So we'll do it one more time. So I hit the slide that I want to animate. I hit insert animation. That opens up our animation slide over here, and it says for the slide right here, it says there's no transition. So I click on that. I want to change that. I want to hit gallery. I didn't do gallery yet, so let's see what gallery means. Okay, so it's just a simple transition. So I'm going to insert, and I'm going to insert an object. So here's a shape right here. I go to the shapes, and there's a call out right there. Now you can add an arrow, which is you could use as a call out as well, or you could you put a shape in there and use that as a call out. It doesn't make any difference. But these call outs are specifically designed for just that. You're adding information. So if you had a question in your heading, and then this could be your answer or whatever you want to do with it. And you can come in here and you can make it the shape that you want. Now, just because it's got a gray background doesn't mean you can't change that. I don't like the gray background. I want that blue background. All I have to do is come up here, change it to that blue background. I'm going to change it to a light blue. That's the way it goes. Now, to add text to it, you have to add a text box to it. So add the text, and I'm going to just say, here is the call out text. And of course, your text, you want to make that bigger and bolder so that everybody can see it. And I'm going to put that bold even. I'm going to center that, and then I'm going to center the text. It's really good to have the text centered. Okay, so now again, I'm going to add animation. If this is the call out, maybe you have a question up here, and this is going to be your answer. You want to animate this. Here's the animation. Well, you know what? I'm not going to animate the call out. I'm going to animate the answer. So here's add animation. I'm going to fade in. That's exactly what I want to do. So I'm going to just play it and see what happens. This is perfect. So here's your question. Here's where your call out's going to be. That's where your answer is going to be if you click on the answer. Boom, there you have it. Okay, so it's very, very simple. You don't have to have this animated, but I like having that. So, and that gives you that option. That just shows you how to do it if you want to do it. Most of the time, your call outs you might just have, flying in from the outside, and maybe your text comes with it or whatever. Let me see if I can try that even. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to delete the animation, so it has no animation. I'm going to take the whole thing, the call out. I'm going to add animation to it. I'm going to have it fly in from the right. Okay, and then I'm going to take the text and the answer and have it animated and fly in from the left. And show you how that looks. And fly in from the left. Okay, and then I hit play. See how interesting this is. Oop, that flew out here. So obviously I hit the wrong button. This says fly out from the left. I don't want it to fly out. I'm going to change that to fly in from the left. Now I'm going to hit it play again and see what happens. Okay, now that's better. We have the animation coming in at the right direction. So as you can see, when you're doing these call outs or you're doing these animations, you got to play with it, practice a little bit, and check the order over here. Again, on the left hand side you'll see what it's referring, what the animation is referring to, and then you have options on the right hand side. So that's it for call out shapes and animation. Pretty easy. Enjoy your new tips and tricks for Google Slides. And that's it.